the 6 W's and 1 H of asking questions. What is it? Well, this is how your questions start. Number 1 is the question starts with what. That's the first W. And the second one is H, which is how. Yeah. Third one is which, followed by who, and then where. That's the fifth one. And then the sixth one is when, and the seventh is why. So that is 6 W's and 1 H. Now, let me explain to you first the number 1, what question. I'll tell you this, most of the great questions starts with what. This is where you should be focusing most of the time. Sometimes you may be asking the second one, which is how, as you try to find out how the person wants to achieve their goals, how the person wants to be able to get the best outcome they want. Now, let's talk about the what question. Let me give you some examples here. I might ask you a question, for example, what's on your mind? What's keeping you occupied? What's keeping you awake at night? And then from there, I ask you, well, and what else? Please tell me more. And from there, I would ask you a question like, well, of all these things that you have talked to me, what is most important to you right now? Now, do you notice all the questions starts with what? And I could continue on and on. I might ask you, what's the outcome you want to achieve? Here I'm asking you about the goal, the outcome that you want to achieve. And then I follow up with the next question, what are your solutions? And to draw out more from you, I might just keep asking you, and what else? Please tell me more. And what else? All of these deal with what question. I think this is where most great questions come from. And again, like I said, sometimes you may ask the how question to really find out, for example, how will you achieve your goals? How will you realize your objective? Yes. And then the less used questions that we start with will be, for example, which goal or which solution would be the most important, would be the best for you, and who would be responsible for what, who would play what role to achieve that goal. So the question starts with who. And at times you may go, oh, where would you do this? Which area would you focus on? Is it going to be in Bangkok, Thailand, or is it going to be in Chiang Mai or somewhere else, or is it going to be in Taiwan or Japan? So where would you focus, in which market? Sometimes that could be the question. And then when would you do it, and what action steps would you take, and when would you accomplish them would be like, timelines and dates. So the last one, number 7, is the why question. Now, why do I put this as number 7? I'll tell you this. This question should be avoided as much as possible. Avoid using why questions, particularly when you're asking to the person. Because when you're asking why to the person, and you keep asking, why did you not do this? Why did you come late? Why did you not focus on achieving this goal? Why could you not find the solutions? It starts to be very interrogative, and it begins to shut down the coaching conversation. But sometimes you might want to use a why question, and you, in that sense, you qualify with your coaches and say, hey, we want to find out why we are not getting to the root cause of this issue. So we keep asking why, until we find out the solution, how to create this better product. Now, in that case, that's fine, because the why is not directed to the person. It's directed to a particular object or a particular thing that you're trying to solve. So that is the 5 whys we're trying to get to the root cause. In that case, the why question may be applied. But again, as I've said, avoid the why question directed to the person, because it can be interrogative. Yeah. So let me recap. You have got the 6 W's and 1 H. What is the best question? Most of the time you focus on that and you begin to ask a lot of great questions. Sometimes you will ask how if you need to. And then the other 4 W's will be which, who, where, when. And then the last one, number 7, will be why. So let me recap. First one is what. Second one is how. Third one is which. Fourth one is who. The fifth one is where. Sixth one is when. And number 7 is why. So practice, and you will start to be able to master the art of asking great questions. Thank you.